Robert Lee Cobalt.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Cobalt, you're charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, sir.
One moment, Your Honor. Okay, it just loaded.
Cobalt.
Yes. So on November 10th, 2024, the officer was dispatched in reference to a disturbance family call. The officer was in a marked patrol vehicle and wearing an official Houston Fire Department, Houston PD uniform. The officer met with the complainant. The complainant stated that the relationship is as follows. The defendant is her husband of 20 years and the witness is her mother. The complainant stated that her husband, the defendant, was intoxicated and had been drinking for the entire day. The complainant stated that her son-in-law came over and went into her daughter's room. And the complainant further stated that she was in her room and began hearing her husband yelling that no one will watch the football game with him. The complainant stated that she went to go talk to the defendant and talk to him. And the complainant stated that she then observed the defendant banging on the witness's room, yelling and cursing. Furthermore, the complainant stated that she tried to talk to the defendant again in the kitchen and tell him to calm down and leave the house or she will be calling the police. At that point, the complainant stated the defendant stated he will not leave, and the defendant then approached her from the front and pushed her, placing his hand on her chest. The complainant stated she does not remember if it was one hand or two because it happened so fast. The complainant was pushed into the wall and hit her left elbow on the wall. The complainant stated that she felt pain and was in fear for her life.
Tell me the assault again.
So the assault happened whenever she talked to the kitchen. The defendant pushed her against the wall, causing her to hit her elbow, causing pain.
Find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Now, I see that he has a prior assault that was dismissed in 11. Same complaining witness?
It does not appear so, Your Honor.
It does actually look like the same complainant is listed.
Oh, it is, Your Honor. Yes. An Angela Ortiz, yes.
And I see also an aggravated assault from 93. No, not now. Now's not the time.
A Houston courtroom turns tense as judge gives a stern warning to a defendant charged with assaulting a family member. Prosecutors describe an intoxicated argument that allegedly turned violent inside the home. The judge orders strict no-contact conditions, bans alcohol, and warns that violating the protective order could quickly lead back to jail.
Your Honor, we don't have any information about the ag assault, just the prior AFM.
So, yay or nay? Because I have different names as far as the assault from.
Your Honor, the prior dismissed assault is with the same complaining witness.
Mr. Cobalt, I want you to understand something that I know that you want to say something.
Yes, sir.
Now's not the time. You know, I've got DAs here. Everything that you say, they're going to use it against you to prove, you know, your guilt. So it doesn't matter how helpful you think you are being to yourself. You may in reality be hurting yourself even worse. And what I'm trying to do is now protect you from yourself.
Yes, sir.
I want you to understand that I'm going to do everything in my power to protect every person of Harris County. And I don't care if that means putting you in jail and making your bond extremely high. Every single person. I am ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with this person whatsoever and not to be in possession of weapons. I'm also ordering you not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. If I find that you're consuming any kind of alcohol from any source, illegal narcotics, unprescribed controlled medication, I will put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
There is a protective order that has been issued in this case. I would get to know it. If you violate the protective order, the state can and will file additional charges against you. Things will go sideways really, really quick, really fast. So get to know that protective order, don't violate it, and don't violate any of these conditions we put on your bond. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
What do you do for a living, sir?
Sir,
What do you do for a living?
I'm disabled.
How do you support yourself?
This disability,
How much do you get from disability?
2,700. My wife, we lived together 20 years.
This person here,
Yes, sir.
not anymore, not for the foreseeable future. This
Two
person,
affidavits for her and I got two affidavits there for her
I
and.
don't care what, you can have something from Jesus. I don't care.
Sir.
I have this protective order that tells you you can't go near the Draycott Lane house.
I'm
Don't go anywhere near. it.
Parents right now.
Okay. For the foreseeable future, that's what happens. No contact. If she tries to get a hold of you, hang up the phone. If she texts you, don't reply. Sends you an email, don't reply. You're the one that's going to be sitting in custody in the event that you violate these conditions.
Yes, sir.
If you'd like, you can apply for an appointed lawyer and we can have you talk to someone today,
Sure.
but just understand, no means no. Do you understand?
Great, I will.
Okay. Did you want to apply for an
Yes,
appointed?
sir.
I give you an application. We'll give you an application. I need to know everything about you. I need to know any income that you have from anywhere. I need to know everything about you. I need to know how much money you have in the bank, stocks, bonds, IRAs, mutual funds, what kind of property you have, houses, cars, boats, airplanes, everything I need to know. And I'll look to see if you qualify. All right?
Yes,
All
sir.
right. Mr. Levesque, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to
enfrenta
a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine.
una multa de $4,000.
You guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 3 days in jail, credit for how much time?
Crédito,
Credit for the 1 day that you've done.
la que ya
You
cumplí.
need to understand that this charge will go on your record. It will be there for the rest of your life. If you ever get pulled over in a car and an officer sees or smells
Huele
anything funky in the car,
carro.
During a probable cause hearing in Houston, a man accused of assaulting his wife faces tough questioning from the judge. Court records reveal a prior dismissed assault involving the same complainant, raising concerns inside the courtroom. The judge repeatedly warns the defendant to stay away from the victim, avoid alcohol, and strictly follow every bond condition or face severe consequences.
good possibility that they take you down and charge you with a second offense. What we're doing today,
Estamos haciendo aquí hoy,
from now on, you are facing a minimum of 90 days in jail. Do you understand?
¿entiende? Yes.
So if you're not in this country with permission, you do any more than 4 to 6 hours in custody, you can almost bet yourself that you'll end up with an immigration detainer.
Con cuestión de inmigración.
You give up a lot of rights by entering this agreement. You give up the right to a trial,
El
right
derecho
to
a un
compel
juicio,
witnesses to testify on your behalf,
testigos,
confront and cross-examine your accusers.
interrogar a
If
sus
you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country,
excluidos
denied naturalization under federal law.
federales,
You give up the right to
renuncia a su
appeal.
derecho a apelar.
Once you accept this agreement and once you plead guilty, it will go on your record and you can never take it off.
Jamás podría sacarlo de su récord.
You
¿Lo
understand?
entiende?
Is
Yes.
this what you want to do?
Yes.
Is it true
¿Es
or
verdad
untrue
o no es
that you
verdad?
have a 0.15 or above?
Más arriba. Yes.
It's true to that enhancement. State on the open.
El Estado.
Say.
We're abandoning the enhancement.
I want you to understand
Quiero
that
que
they're
usted
abandoning
entienda que están evitando
container allegations.
eso que se alega
And I would hope
trato abierto. Yo
that
espero
you get it through
que usted
your thick
entienda
cabeza
su cabeza bien
that you're not
puesta,
to have
que
alcohol
no
in
puede
the
tomar
car
tener
while you are
alcohol en
driving.
el carro mientras está manejando.
Do you understand?
¿Se lo entiende? Yes.
I'm going to suspend your license or ability to drive for 180 days.
De manejar por
You are
cierto.
not to drive whatsoever for any reason.
Por
And
ninguna
I'm
razón.
going to tell you, if you do,
Voy a decir que
that in and of itself is a class B misdemeanor, and you can be right back over here. You come back here with a new case, it's not going to go well, sir.
no le va a ir bien, señor.
Do you understand?
¿Se lo entiende?
How do you plead to the driving while intoxicated?
manejar.
Guilty or not
Culpable o
guilty?
no culpable.
Culpable.
Guilty.
Find you
Lo
guilty.
encuentro culpable, lo
3 days in
sentencio
jail, give you
a 3 días en la
credit for one.
cárcel con el crédito para el uno.
5 allegation is true.
Diga que es verdad.
Abandon the second enhancement.
El segundo.
What do you do for a living?
¿Qué se dedica usted?
Guardia de seguridad.
I'm a security guard.
What kind of money do you make a month, sir?
¿Qué tanto dinero gana usted al mes, señor?
No, pero hace 2 meses que no trabajo, no estoy trabajando.
It's been 2 months that I have not worked. I'm not working.
Why not?
¿Por qué no?
Porque me sacaron del trabajo.
Because they just took me out of my job.
How do you support yourself?
¿Cómo se mantiene usted?
No, porque trabajamos 3 en la casa.
Because there
In a serious case involving multiple assault allegations, the court denies bond reduction due to public safety concerns. The judge emphasizes repeated violent behavior and urges evaluation and treatment. The defendant is reminded that actions have consequences and future decisions must change to prevent further legal trouble and protect the community.
there's 3 of us in the house that work.
You still need to eat.
So
How do you
tiene
eat?
que comer, ¿cómo se come? ¿Cómo se alimenta?
Con el dinero de ellos por ahora.
With their money for right now.
I'm asking you these questions
Pero
because there's a ton of fines and fees that come with the DWI.
De,
I will begrudgingly waive these fees for you now.
yo,
But if you are not smart enough to consider how to get home on a night of drinking like a little child, I will put you over my knee like a little child and I will spank you like a little child, but I will spank you with a ton of jail time. Do you understand?
¿le entiende?
A second DWI, you were looking at around $7,000 in fines and fees. And if you don't pay it, you sit 1 day in jail for every $100 you
Para
owe.
$100 usted
Get a clue.
la cárcel.
Every day, someone dies in this county for the DWI.
Alguien maneja
Don't
ebrio.
become a statistic.
No se convierta en un estatístico.
Do you
¿Lo
understand?
entiende?
Sorry.
Yes.
Judge, if I may, the only thing I would add to
Dice,
this is,
lo único que yo puedo agregar
he
a
had
esto es
a ALR suspension.
una
Would you
suspensión.
give him credit for
Pide que se le
the
daría
time?
crédito por el
I'm not
tiempo.
gonna reward him any
No,
more
no le
than we're
voy a
doing now.
dar más
No.
nada de lo que yo le
But-
digo.
Don't get into a car
Que no se
and
meta en un carro y
don't have a
maneje si
license.
no tiene
Do
licencia.
not drive. I will
No maneje.
protect my county in every way, Mr. Lebec. And if that means putting you in custody, I'll do it in a heartbeat.
Eso lo haré.
You need a waiver for the.
Yeah. All right. Good luck to you, sir.
Sí, señor. Thank you.
I'm